Somebody rescue me. Come down and rescue me. I know that soul of this good man has got to be free. When you stand for what you believe. Welcome to a woulda, coulda, shoulda, 'cause you know you shoulda, and you coulda, and you woulda if you coulda. And here we are. Oh yeah, the other side of everything else. At least woulda, coulda, shoulda, under the umbrella of the other side of everything else. Here for another episode. Starting the week out on a Monday, I'm working on changing my Mondays. I had the Praise Be. And I'm going to change the name to Monday Morning Church. I just like the sound of that better, and we're really needing it while they're going on nowadays. So it'll still be, faith-based music and all that, and then of course I'll give my opinions and whatever's going on, and what's happening, and all that stuff. But hopefully next Monday I'll have another episode of that. But right now we're starting the week out with a Woulda Coulda Shoulda, and I just started thinking, things to do for I started thinking over the weekend what to put on the show this week, and I'm going through new music and all that, and I got it all set up, and I'm thinking, Richie Kotzen, how is he not huge? You heard the voice. It's comparable to Chris Cornell of Soundgarden. It's and then he's a shredder. You got a good little taste of the early years right there at the beginning, because that was, he started out, Mike Varney, I think it's Shrapnel Records, and he got all these shredders, Tony McAlpine, Jason Becker, just all kinds of these players, that's on his label, just pretty much instrumental albums and stuff, and that's how Richie started with doing the instrumental. He's a guitarist above all else, and he's just he's an incredible guitarist. He's not just a shredder, he's just got so much soul. And there's nothing he can't play, and there's nothing he don't play. He goes into it all. He gets a little funky, he gets a little bluesy, he gets hard rock, a little heavy. So yeah, we started out with that as a squeeze play there, one of his first, I guess what you'd call a hit or whatever he had to kind of get him on the scene. And then in 1993, he joined Poison. Grunge was in, and that music was going down with all the alcohol and drugs and stuff going around and poison. C.C. DeVille there's always this one member that's always above the rest of them, that's even, abusing worse than ever. And C.C. DeVille was poison's poison, so to speak. And so they brought in Richie Kotzen. He just did one album, and they brought him in because of that song "Stand" right there that was playing, because they loved that song, and of course they loved his voice and his playing, all that, Freddie could contribute, and he did. Native Tongue's the name of the album. It's an incredible album. It's kind of like when John Corabi took over from Vince Neil and Motley Crue. He was an incredible vocalist, songwriter, but he wasn't Vince Neil and it wasn't Motley Crue. They called it Motley Crue. It's kind of the same thing with Poison there, with Richie Kotzen in there. Of course, you still had Bret Michaels in there, which was the voice and the sound of Poison. But so anyway, so you got him in there. And the reason I didn't work out is I guess Richie, young and dumb, he slept with Ricky Rocket, the drummer. He slept with his girlfriend at the time, so Richie got booted out. And then he came out with Mother's Head Family Reunion, which you heard there, and so that's kind of his kind of jump back into where he was doing the vocals. You saw him. He's got he's the I don't know if you call it a triple attack, a quadruple attack. He's got the look. He's got the charisma. He could play, guitar like a madman. He's got a voice like that's unreal. So he's kind of had it all. But for some reason, it didn't take off. Maybe it was the time. I don't know. But because it had been mid-90s, I believe, and then after that, I think he joined Mr. Big. Because Mr. Big, even though that music had gone down, Paul Gilbert, he wanted out. He decided to go out, and Paul Gilbert, you're replacing one of the best there. He's like one of the all-time best. So so they had to get another guy that can do all that, and be considered one of the best, and that's Richie Kotzen. So they brought him in because Mr. Big, even though United States was kind of going down that kind of music, they were still huge in Japan. Because everybody says it's big in Japan, whatever, but Mr. Big truly was gigantic in Japan. They just had an incredible fan base. They could play in front of 50,000 to 100,000 people at any time. They're just incredible. And then that's Richie Kotzen's first time playing with Billy Sheehan, on bass, which they later reunite in Winery Dogs, which I didn't do any Winery Dogs on here. Now, if you go to make a soundtrack or a playlist for these shows, so if you go to Woulda Coulda Shoulda, Richie Kotzen, you're gonna get some Winery Dog stuff in there. You'll get some Smith Kotzen stuff. That stuff he did with Adrian Smith the last few years with Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden. So and then he's got stuff with Greg Howe that he done in the early years. So he's collaborated with the greats, and he's always made it work. Always put up great albums, whether it's more funky or more dark, more heavy, or whether it's got more of a bluesy feel to it. Whatever it is, he makes it work. It's partly because he's got that voice, he's got that talent on the guitar. He's a songwriter, and he's got so much stuff out there. I just was grabbing stuff randomly at one point because just so much stuff. You could just to your device or whatever to just shuffle songs about Richie Kotzen, and you'll just get just this variety of stuff. That's just incredible. And like I said, I just don't know how this guy never made it huge. He should be incredibly big. And with all that being said, I can go on and on. Like I said, I didn't put on Winery Dogs on here because I could put a Winery Dogs here on a Woulda Coulda Shoulda. So I may do that one day. So that's another bad. This should have been great. Should have been. They are great, but they should have been like in the public eye. Just all that talent. Just should. No reason that Richie Kotzen, that everything he touches should be turning to gold or platinum. But let's just jump in. It's just 3 random songs, by Richie Kotzen from his solo stuff. And I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you jump in there and you check him out because, like I said, he's just one of the truly Woulda Coulda Shoulda guys. So, yeah, let's go little Richie Kotzen. Here's a little Devil's Hand.
It was all a dream. I should have listened to my mother. She told me, kid, don't push your luck. Your woman's gonna leave you. I threw everything away. Tell me who I am, oh, open up my eyes. It was all a dream. I was strong and lean. Give it up, go ahead and take it away. Put 'em up, let 'em up, fill up that best defense. Give it up, yeah, make them break, make them pay. I'm gonna let you in this time. You open up my mind, and in the end I'll be slipping away into a better place. You can't doors that you slam in my face, but these doors only open up from inside. Inside, can't be locked out for a while.
Oh, there you go, Richie Kotzen. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know that he could have if he would have, if he should have. And I'll be looking on the other side for everything else. And we'll be out with more stuff this week. So keep an eye out for everything. And don't forget, I'll see you on the other side.